Today I'm going to talk about the swastika my wife found in the graphics for PayPal's Microplace. This is a left-facing swastika sitting at a 45-degree angle. Now on the surface, maybe this makes no sense. It could be just coincidence or oversight. Maybe I'm making something out of nothing. People who dismiss everything as coincidence are skeptical at their own detriment. Research and weighing facts is necessary to form an opinion that can be backed up. So first, I will note that the swastika has been intentionally incorporated in a similar fashion even in prehistoric times. I would find it hard to believe a professional graphic designer who is a master of symbology would accidentally incorporate such an infamous symbol. Notable is that this swastika sits at a 45-degree angle, the same orientation that's on the Nazi German flag. This left-facing or counterclockwise swastika is used interchangeably with the right-facing swastika and is usually thought to have all of the same meanings. The symbol has not only been used by Eastern religions and the Nazis, but also was used in pre-Christian Europe as a symbol of the Slavic sun god, also by Kabbalistic Jews as a representation of solar power. Not only that, but according to Wikipedia, Freemasons also gave the swastika symbolic importance. In medieval Northern European runic script, a counterclockwise swastika denotes the letter G and could stand for the important Freemason terms God, Grand Architect, or Geometry. This is confirmed by a building in West Virginia less than a mile from my old home, which was built by Freemasons. It has a border of swastikas, this time right-facing. The building still stands, and even though in this picture they can barely be made out, many of my visitors noticed the swastikas the first time they passed by the building. Now, what would PayPal, the most revolutionary way to buy and sell since credit cards, have to do with swastikas? So, 5 minutes into research, I was shocked by the information I was reading. PayPal co-founder and former CEO Peter Thiel, born in Frankfurt, Germany, wrote a book called The Diversity Myth, Multiculturalism and the Politics of Intolerance at Stanford. He also wrote The Case Against Affirmative Action. He is also interested in social engineering, often speaking about advancing society by means of technology, biology, and science. This is where it gets strange. I'm just reporting the facts here. You can look this all up yourself. Thiel wrote, I no longer believe that freedom and democracy are compatible. Thiel is a homosexual. Thiel is a member of the steering committee of the Bilderberg Group, which is the inner circle of the group. Thiel is also a Ron Paul supporter who he endorsed for president in the 2008 election. Other founders are Luke Nosek, born in Poland. He's currently working as chairman of Halcyon Molecular, who are pursuing a novel approach to ultra-fast genome sequencing. He also sits on the board of Pathway Genomics, who provide personal genetic reports on things like career status and preventative health care. That's straight out of the movie Gattaca. PayPal has come under criticism for freezing accounts without good reason. Microbanking provides banking services to people who traditionally do not have access to banks, such as people who are in third world countries. These services include insurance and credit or debt. A 2006 study showed an average interest rate of 22.3% plus fees on microfinance loans. In Bangladesh, hundreds of thousands of borrowers already work as wage laborers to two microfinance companies. How do you make people with nothing even more poor? You put them in debt. Slavery is alive and well. It's just been renamed. They want every man, woman, and child to be in the financial system. This way, people can be better controlled. Maybe they'll threaten to freeze your account if you've not met a healthcare regulation to get your vaccines. Maybe they want it easier to pay for abortions. When you see the full picture of what these puzzle pieces create, it's a picture of total control. Every man, woman, and child will be part of the system. Rich or poor, free or slave, there will be no escape. You could instantly be blacklisted. So under the guise of helping the poor, a new system of financial control is being created to keep the poor getting poorer and the rich getting richer. It's a corporate-run fascistic system with corporate interests setting government policy. Both ends of the political spectrum indebted to corporate donors, with most of Congress and cabinet members sitting on corporate boards.